Snap's been around for like 15, 20 years. They work around the city of Surrey doing invasive removal and environmental outreach.
Got enough gear. And I'm in.
There we go.
Woo!
Off to save the stream. So right now we're removing the Himalayan blackberry.
Why are we getting rid of all this stuff?
So it's invasive, so what it does is it overgrows the native plant species in British Columbia.
But what does this have to do with the stream?
The stream is right here, so this is called the riparian area. So
I don't see it.
It's over there, behind all the blackberry. That's why we're moving it.
Teamwork. Okay, go for it. Yes.
Is it a fish-bearing stream down here? Is there wildlife in there?
I think it's a Class A watercourse, which means that it should be fish-bearing. However, you won't see any fish this time of year come up the streams. So the goal is to kind of bring the salmon back and hope that the salmon will spawn in these streams throughout Surrey.
This is a big one.
How long has that car been down there? The Volkswagen Beetle. It's a Beetle, yeah? Volkswagen?
I thought it was Volkswagen. My friend says Fiat, but I have no idea. It looks like a car from like the 40s, I guess, because it's kind of narrow or something. But
could be a Sirocco.
Could be.
Could be a Sirocco.
You never know. Yeah.
A big chunk of it is embedded in the stream, and the rust and just the decay is, over the long run, have a negative impact on the stream and any fish that may be like in here. So it's really important for Snap and Sharp and the city of Surrey in general just to get this thing out.
We're just testing. We want to make sure that there's a minimal amount of sediment that's going down into the creek, because the sediment can go over top of salmon eggs and suffocate them.
So these will have to go in here.
Dean, what are you doing?
Well, when they take this out, they want the sediment not to rise and go downstream.
You just squished a fish.
No, they're not in here right now, but I definitely did not wear the appropriate footwear today. Lessons learned.
Okay, so what's the plan?
We're gonna back up here. I'm gonna lower my deck, and we're gonna cinch off. We're gonna have a tree saver and cinch off the tree so we don't ruin any habitat like for the stream or anything.
And he's got a pretty good guess on what that car is. I had wagered an Alfa Romeo. You're saying?
I'm saying about a 56 Aston Martin.
Whoa! Cash for cars.
Yep.
Even this car?
Even this car we would pay for, yeah, you bet.
Seriously?
If someone had this car, yeah.
How much are you going to pay for that car?
To be honest with you, probably not as much.
I'm starting to see more frame under the ground than above the ground, but
Really?
we might have to crack it loose and then readjust, but I'm thinking this will do just to get it popped out of the ground for now.
I just hope that they don't stop over here. They should continue on in the back here too.
They should continue on.
There's a lot going on up there at the stream then, or?
Yeah, it needs to be all cleared up so the salmon can run better. They did my, I used to live over in Queen Mary, and they did that one. It took them about 4 years, and the salmon are all back now.
It wasn't too far embedded in there.
So what happens with this sediment? I mean, there's a bit of rust down here, but...
Yeah, so what we're going to do is we're going to let it settle out, and then we're going to put some straw down to minimize the amount of sediment that'll go into the stream.
There's this car they took out. Me and my friend used to go bike riding around here, and we always saw that car. We always wondered, like, what's that car doing here? And today, they took it out. Why did they take it out?
Well, they took it out so that the salmon could come back down to the stream. Have you been down? You play in that stream?
Sometimes.
So now what are you guys going to do with that butte?
This one will go to get recycled for the metal and be reused on something in the future.